Did you know that Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast? Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone, the palm of your hand, or use a computer if you want. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. For Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with absolutely no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Start by downloading the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's ANCHOR.FM to get started.
Hear me?
What up?
What's good, man? You ready, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, man, gotta get locked in for this one, bro. This one going, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna find out what it is tonight, man.
The people better get locked in. I'm gonna get their shit off these people. I mean, to see if anybody gonna be telling the truth up in here. And if they don't, or if I get something I don't like, then the truth it shall be.
Man, we definitely gonna find out. Hopefully, we find out what's going on. What's going on, Lady Sharon? Appreciate you for coming in and listening with us. We just getting tuned in. We about to kick it off in anyway. Yeah, man. I hope everybody come in and they got a different outlook. You know what I'm saying? Some a little different today. You know what I'm saying? Hope they can come in with the truth too.
No, they gonna come in being fake. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to say some shit. That's
man,
how we go.
Now you don't have to get them tonight, is you?
Man, listen. A lot of people gonna come in and say some fake shit, man.
Well, man, I hope they don't say no fake stuff, man.
No, they gonna say what's PR. A lot of people gonna say what's PR, like, oh, no, somebody, because I ain't gonna give it away, you know what I mean? I don't give it away free right now. I'm trying to let them get their shit off.
we want to build them in, man. If as you come in tonight, the topic is, what do men and women want in a partner or a relationship? We always hear about, what they want, or what you didn't give a woman, or what a woman didn't get from a man, or what a man didn't get from a woman. Well, tonight's show is time for everybody to get, clarification on what they want and what they don't want. And the best way to figure out what you want is making sure you cancel out everything that you don't want. And everybody's different. We got to understand, people can't read your mind, people can't read your hearts. So if you don't tell us what you want, don't tell me what you want, I can't give her what she needs as a man. And if a man don't tell a woman what he wants, vice versa. So tonight we want to basically have a conversation to see, do men and women kind of want similar things, or do they want different things? And help us, evolve to a point where everybody start understanding. Like, man, it's 2021, bro. If you are 21 and older, this is your conversation. If you having this conversation with yourself or with your friends, it's going to allow you to understand why you see your friends in broken relationship, or why you've been in broken relationship. This gonna help you understand how to start weeding. You know what I'm saying? If you're a woman, the F boys out, and if you're a man, you know what I'm saying, the women who gonna waste your time. So tonight, man, I want y'all to sit back, get y'all something to drink, get your snacks ready, and man, we're gonna have a great show. I am Black Knight.
No. Don't sit back with no snacks. We need y'all actively involved.
What? No, I mean, I want you involved. I want you engaged. I want you to chime in. Let us know what you think and how you think. And you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Sit back. If you feel something that moves your spirit, we want to hear about it. We want to know, what do you want and why you think you haven't been getting what you want. Is it because you ain't been telling nobody? Or is it because, you know what I'm saying, you don't know what you want at the same time? I am Black Knight 24. That is my man Styles. We're here Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Central Time. Make sure you go ahead and follow us. We're going to go to the queue. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to let my man Styles, you know what I'm saying, kick y'all down something real cool.
Listen,
let's get it.
I am the enforcer of keeping it real here. You start saying some fake shit. And listen, you going to know when somebody say some fake shit or something that I feel like they being extremely fake and crossing the line of fakeness. You know what? Never mind. I'm putting the horns on now. Cause I got a feeling I'm about to say something. Hold on.
Hey man, look man, you don't even know if you're gonna have to put the horns on, bro.
Nah, I know I am. I'm about to go ahead.
I believe the people gonna come out, man. They're gonna be truthful, man. They're gonna drop it on us right quick. Man, let's go to the queue, man. Make sure y'all continue to let us know how y'all feel about this conversation, man. Get in the queue, record something. It's the button in the middle. Make sure you let us know how you feel about the conversation. Let us know what you want in a partner. And if you have that in a partner, let us know how you got it in a partner. Let's go to the queue.
Trust, honesty, monogamy, and just to be faithful. Like, we have a faithful nigga or non-nigga, a faithful man in 2021. I mean, a real faithful one. Like, not saying, yeah, I'm faithful, and going out and doing the opposite of faithful.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got the horn on at the right time. At the right time. She came in on some PR. Same public
Go ahead, get your stuff up.
Will you running for Congress?
Okay.
That's PR coffee. You know for a fact it's PR.
Hey, I'm gonna let you go first. I'm not saying.
Not what we think we want. Not what we think. That's the PR shit right there.
Yeah, we need to get to the nitty gritty.
Everybody. That's what everybody would say. No knock on Kiana. Shout out Kiana. That's what everybody would say. That's what, if I asked a cheating ass nigga who I knew was a cheating ass nigga, he would say the same exact thing. Man, I'm just looking for a good woman, man, who can be by my side and help me. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean, take care of this and look out for me when he a cheating ass nigga. He was
right. God damn. Nigga cheating everything.
That's what makes the PR response.
This is what you got to ask yourself. Those are normal characteristics, right? They're normal. But are you the men that you're selecting or the women are you selecting? You know what I'm saying? When they come to you, what are you saying? Like, because I believe just having general conversation is you know what I'm saying. People don't have it. They have the conversation where they don't have to say nothing about nothing. I don't want to go to a conversation that's going to lead me to believe this or that. See, I'm a person, I need to know, man. I ain't trying to waste my time, man. Look, I can get everything back but time. So when you're looking for a man, if you've been finding dudes who haven't been loyal, right? Or women haven't been loyal, when have you started identifying those traits? Like, everything have a trait to it. Like, so if you find a chick that, you know what I'm saying, she always got all the nigga friends, and then she end up stepping out on you, and you find that to be something that happen all the time, or the dude that got all the female friends, maybe them traits right there should tell you on the different dude or the different woman, that may not be what you're looking for. Let's go to the queue, and then I'm going to let Styles get back at y'all, man.
I could tell a man what I want until I'm blue in the face, and they're still not going to do it.
Not true. That's not true. I'm going to tell you, it's a different about telling somebody what you want and holding a person to a standard. See, I come out and communicate with you what it's going to be, right? I'm going to let you know, look, bro, I ain't got time. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm not looking for, right? If you start moving in a way to make me start believing you going that way, I'm going to go ahead and halt you right there. All right, hold up, bro. Now, you remember that conversation we had? Like that, like, why you moving like that? Oh, you tripping. You right. You goddamn right. I'm tripping. You know what? I'm gonna stop myself from falling because I'm gonna let you do you because I feel like this ain't gonna be for me. Sometimes we keep trying to wait on somebody to be right. If you feel like that person ain't, you know what I'm saying, being receptive to what you're saying, why even give them the daylight? That's how I look at it. When I was dating, my thing was, if I'm messing with a chick and these are my goals, this is what I'm looking for out of this situation. If she's not willing to give me what I'm looking for, why would I hope that she gonna change? She ain't gonna change. She don't even know me and she already showing me who she is. I ain't got time for that, bro. I got time for that. And once you get to that point, people gonna start changing because they want you. They understand. Most men will change for the woman that motivate him. If I am motivated by you, I'm gonna change because I'm not this right. I can't lose this, bro. I might have been a cheating dude, but yeah, bro, I'm done with that. Why? Oh, girl, bro, I came in, you know what I'm saying? I was out talking to old girl tonight. Girl about to cut me loose. I'm gonna change because I can't lose you. But if you don't put a standard there, I'm gonna push you till she shove back. What you got, Style?
Man, listen. I told y'all a few podcasts ago that today was gonna be problem. All right.
God damn.
I told y'all today was gonna be problem.
God damn.
Anybody out here listening to this, or you know of somebody and you listening to this, you go tell them. All right. If you've been make sure y'all share this on y'all social media. You know,
man, please
share
it. Man, go get your mama out the other room. Call your auntie. Tell her to get the app and start listening. Even grab grandma. Say, grandma, come listen to this. This goes for men, grab your granddaddy, your uncle, whoever. This goes for men and women. If you want to stop being stagnant in your relationships, you have to put goals in your relationships, in your friendships. If it's not beneficial, then what are we doing? If it ain't beneficial, then it's unbeneficial. So I ain't losing time. We don't lose track of time.
Check this out. If we looking for somebody that's gonna be faithful, right? Call it what a choir is.
Huh?
Because it might sound like I'm about to preach for a little bit. I need a choir. Listen.
Wow. Go ahead, preach.
If it sound like if we out here saying you looking for faith, you looking for honesty, right?
Well,
you looking for someone that's gonna be trustworthy, right?
Say that.
Somebody that's gonna be by your side, who thick and thin, right? You cannot.
Cannot.
Right? You cannot.
Shall not. Will not
be having a situation where you entering a relationship in 4 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5, not even 6. Anything you happen in anything less than 6 months, you cannot be looking for any of those things that I just said.
None of them.
You know why? Because you can't tell me that someone has that within 6 months. You can't.
You hadn't dated.
Back like, man, you know what? Man, this person is trustworthy. What the fuck, y'all been in a shootout or something? He took bullets from you or something? He took ass whoopings? Like, what did he done did in 6 months to show you he's trustworthy? That's a long-term thing. You don't, like, people I grew up with, I didn't trust them just because of the first day of school and we hung out together.
Well, come on now.
All of elementary school. We went through all of middle school. We done had fights on the playground. Where we was back to back with it. You know what I mean? We done got jumped together. We done flipped off garages together. We done flipped off niggas' fences together. We done stole from the corner store together.
Come on now.
And ain't nobody told on each other. We done took ass whoopings together.
Say it.
From our parents. Like, who did what? Who took this? Man, I don't know what you're talking about. Both of us taking ass whoopings together. At school sore the next day in the lunch line. Like, man, my ass sore as a motherfucker. This is why. So you can't be looking for that in the person if we enter and these short-term relationships. That can't be what we're looking for. So that's why it's a PR. Everybody's saying is going to say, I'm looking for that. But how if we enter these extremely short-term relationships? You can't be basing that relationship on that person having that. So you can't say that's what I'm looking for. Because then why did you get with that person that you knew for 4 weeks or 2 months or 3 months? Because you can't tell me in 3 months you trust that person. You can't tell me in 3 months that you deem that this person is faithful to you or is a faithful person. You don't even know that person in 3 months.
Absolutely. What happened to you? I remember, like now it seems like if you go on 3 dates, that's bae now. Like after three
That's
dates,
your boo.
that we booed up.
And I held your hand in public and around my family.
Yeah,
My guy.
they meet mama now. After we went to the movie and the comedy show, we at mama house together. I'm telling mama this is my boo. You know what I'm saying? I changed all my social media to, you know what I'm saying, I'm in a relationship. Right?
Probably.
But I guarantee you wouldn't give him your debit card and trust him with your debit card. I bet you won't. I double dog dare you to turn around to somebody that you've been on 3-4 dates with and give him your debit card. I bet you they show you what kind of person they is. So why would you turn around and give him your heart after 3 or 4 days? Men or women?
And here, right? We talking about the majority of situations.
Not
about the minority. We talking about what most of us is out here doing. Most of us is out here entering these bogus situations with long-term goals, with a long-term thought process. Like, man, she the one, dog. Like, she always got me.
You better stop these entanglements.
And then like, man, I never knew she was like that. How many ladies been out there like, man, I never knew he was like that.
Right. Like, where did it come from?
What you mean you never knew? You never even knew to know that he was like that. That's the problem.
That's the thing. You didn't know him. You don't know what he's capable of. Y'all gotta stop all these entanglements, man. That's why this is why women think all men are dogs, because you get in the entanglement, then you want to judge me by these 4 dudes that you were. Half the problem is that you continue to hope on potential. I don't do potential. I think it's the worst word, the overused word in the world. I don't want your damn potential. I want your damn action. If you ain't I need action items only. If you ain't moving in that way, bruh, hey, go ahead on, girl. I don't care how good you look. You're not going to do me no good in the long run, because you're going to be walking out my life and I'm going to be heartbroken. Let's go to the...
time in. You need time in service.
Look, bro.
Right? Time in is the only way we get these things that we, quote unquote, we all saying we looking for, but we really ain't. That's why I knew I was going to have to put on the horns out the gate. I knew that today. Thursdays and fucking Fridays, do it every time.
Every quick, brother.
So that's what I meant by
I think a lot of times what people want from a relationship, it boils down to 2 things. 1, they don't know themselves what they want from the relationship. And 2,
true.
They don't know how to express what they want from a relationship or explain that to another person. And to kind of talk about what the lady said about a faithful man, I think a lot of times people speak out of their own perception and what they've been through. But statistically speaking, there have to be a great portion of faithful men out there, right? Just based on sheer numbers. Same thing for women.
Absolutely. Big facts. I think that's the number one problem. This is what make this question so important. If I could tell anybody one thing, if you're in a relationship and you've been in a relationship a year, right? It's going to be problematic. I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. Go home and ask your mate, like, hey, write on a sheet of paper what you want out of this relationship. Because you think you know, because y'all been in a relationship a year, right? Watch how your answers be different if you hadn't been listening to each other. And if you don't know what you want out of a relationship, just don't get into one. Don't let nobody pressure you into a relationship. And it is faithful men, just like it is faithful women. Sometimes they're not the people that we want, though. Sometimes we want what we want and we don't care until it hurts us.
Or we stick in our, I like this individual. I like this lady. I like this.
Right.
And he seemed cool for about 4 or 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 2 months. Then all of a sudden, because it seemed like the times he come over to my house, like I see him kind of every night or every other night or whatever the case is, and he brings me some flowers and We eat breakfast together, you know what I mean? You still know what he's doing outside of when he's not with you, but not to say that he's doing anything. But all of a sudden, in that period of time, we stick our perception of what we want on that person. Like, man, I think they the one, dog. You know what I mean? She come home every night, she cook for me, she this, that, and the other, she blase, skippy. And I still don't know that to be for sure, though.
Right.
That's the problem. I still don't know that she's faithful. I still don't know that she's honest. I still don't know if I'm the only one for her or she's the only one. I don't even know her. I'm just sticking that perception because there's something about that I really, really like. She got a fat ass. She got big breasts. She got a good job. She got her own this. She got her own that. And now all of a sudden, I'm like putting two together when really that second two was never there in the first place. I'm like, man, she got this. I can see what she got, right? I see the visible shit. Like, this is what I want in a woman. I'm just gonna use that, right? Because I'm a dude. I see what I want in a woman, right? As far as the looks go, and I see that she got her own place. She got her own vehicle. You know what I mean? She make her own money. You know what I mean? I see that she has dreams. She has aspirations. You know what I mean? She got long-term goals, and I like that, right? All of a sudden, the other part, which is the invisible part that I can't see, is she trustworthy? Is she faithful? What's her thoughts of me? Now I'm thinking like, man, we Bonnie and Clyde. I don't know that she feel that way about me. We don't have enough time in. There isn't enough proof. But because I like her in the first two so much, man, and she did these little things like she come over. You know what I mean? Anytime I call her over, she comes through.
Right.
So it seems like she's faithful. Anytime I need something, she kind of comes through majority of the time. So it seems like, you know what I mean, she's trustworthy. I just automatically give it to her. Like, nah, man, she's trustworthy. You know what I mean? She's mine. So I'm putting that two and invisible two together. That 2 plus 2, that ain't 4. I'm just assuming that. I'm making that 4. You get what I'm saying? I'm putting that there because I like the first thing so much. So as soon as it's like in a woman situation, a lot of women situations, they'll see a dude, right? Coffee. How many times you know this? Your boy, your guy, your cousin. It's game. Not all dudes, but it's game. He'll get to a woman, he'll seem like the most faithful nigga ever. But he's really only playing this part for about 3-4 weeks in till he get to acting the fool. You know what I mean? He gonna be there, he gonna do this and the other. Yeah, man, I gotta go to the crib. But it's just a play. You know what I mean? He, in his head, that's what I want until it's not what I want. You know what I mean?
Right.
I leave that there. That's a far. I'm not gonna finish that. She is what I want until she's not what I want.
Right.
You know what I mean? You understand? This is what I want until it's not what I want.
Right.
You know what I mean? Every dude think, man, I want a girl by my side. We lay up together. How many? I done known more than a few dudes be like, man, I want a girl that's going, you know what I mean? We gonna be at the crib. We gonna lay up and this, that, and the other. Next thing you know, 2 months in, this nigga claustrophobic. Like, man, dog, she be all on me, man. She be tucking the covers and shit, man.
Man, I can't.
Dog. She calling my phone when I leave the crib and always sweating me and this, that, and like, man, I don't like that right there, dog. So it was what he want until it wasn't what he want. You hear what I'm saying?
A lot of people want a lot of things.
Short-term ass relationship. Just be serious with yourself. Like, I don't know what this is, but the visible shit, the tangible shit that I see, that person got that part of what I like. The inner part, which is the invisible part, which is the second part, right? Because it's a 2-part thing. We gonna be for real. You have to be physically attractive to the person that I'm assuming the person that you really want this long-term connection with.
Yeah, if they not attractive,
for you. No, if that person's not attractive to you, you gon' act a fool. That's that.
Hey, I don't
you gon' act a fool, bro. I don't care what the fuck yo emotional. You gon' act a fool if you're not physically attracted to that person.
Hey, for real.
So I'm not saying that person has to be a supermodel. It is whatever that person, whatever your physical attraction in the opposite sex is. That's what it is. You know what I mean? So I'm not telling nobody, hey man, look for these type of individuals. Hey, I'm just saying that physical attraction has to be there. That's a very strong key. Y'all can act like it's not what you want to. But if I'm outside, I'll go to a mall and I see this woman and I want to go talk to her. I didn't go talk to her because she's smart. I didn't go talk to her because she got a degree. I didn't go talk to her because I know she got $1 million in her bank account. I don't even know this woman. I went over there to talk to her because I was physically attracted to her. Let's keep it real.
Always.
That was what drew me to her. Right?
It was your beauty, not your brain.
There was something about her that attracted me, in my taste, to her. That's why I went over there. The second part comes with time. The first part could be on site. Damn, she thick. She thick as a motherfucker. I'm over there. Boom. I'm over there. The second part, which is her inner, comes with time. Whether she's trustworthy, if she's faithful, what her goals are, that shit comes with time. That's not tangible shit. Right? You trying to put that on somebody that you first meet or on a very short term basis. We gotta stop doing that. And then when they do something, we like, man, I thought you was somebody you wasn't. Who fault is that? Man, that's your fault. I never said I was trustworthy. You know what I mean? I didn't tell you to put it bet all your chips on me. I only know you like 8 weeks, motherfucker. Like, you did that on your own.
Right.
I just played my part. You know what I mean? You can find a dude that's an asshole, but he's a good guy. Like, he out here in the street doing whatever the fuck he want to do, but guess what? You need a bill paid. You need your tire on flat. I'm gonna be there. You need a couple dollars. I'm home. You know what I mean? Blase, keep it. Cooking you breakfast, ordering food. We go to the hotel. We go to trips, vacations. I know some people that's like that, and still outside of you, when they not around you, doing whatever the fuck they want to do.
Man,
you can meet people like that.
People gonna show you. Most times, we give I always tell people. Sometimes you get a movie away by telling everybody what you want in the beginning. So he will give you everything that you say you're looking for. So he didn't have to work to get to know what will impress you, right? You told him from the get-go, I want a faithful man, right? Okay, I think I can be faithful for about 3 months. I think I can do it. Okay, I want somebody attentive to my needs. I think I can do that for 3 months. He never had to work to know intimate details that will catch your attention, right? Sometimes you got to make people want to seek you out. They want to ask those questions. They want to get to know you intimately without you telling them and give them all the answers to the test. Everybody who get in a relationship should want somebody to be faithful, right? That's not a qualification. That's standard in every application in dating. That's standard. You should always, I didn't come here to have you as a girlfriend, no, it should come, faithfulness should be something, that's the essence of a person. You can't change the essence of a person unless he or she want to be changed. Sometimes we keep getting in these relationships thinking like, oh, it was me. No, it wasn't you. The essence of that person is bad. They don't want to change. They have never been challenged to change. If you want, as I'm speaking from a man, if you want a man to see you, you have to develop your communication skills. You got to be very verbal in what you want. Time in is a qualification. Like you can't think that a man gonna want to change just because you pretty. Nope. He gonna do whatever he can think to get what he think he gonna get. You have to push a man. Very simple. A man is very simple in thought, but he is very deliberate in action. If you want to see a man move, tell him, look, I ain't gonna do that. Well, I just like to text. Well, I like to text and call. So we're going to be dealing together. You're going to have to start learning how to call if you're really interested in me. If he won't start calling you, then guess what? Red flag, I only need to see one. I don't need to see more than one. I don't care how good she look. If you give me that one, I'm gone. I ain't got time to waste. Everything else in life you can get back. Time is not one of them. Let's go to the queue.
Spiritually connected with a man. I don't know. I'm single.
No,
I'm gonna stay that way for a while, but where's the spiritually connected men that want to be with a woman and have same ideas of growth, financially, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and stuff like that?
You know where that man at? That man exists only when you are content with you. See, a lot of people want a relationship. Why? Because that means that the relationship you only have is with you. The best thing in life ever is isolation. Because isolation makes you deal with you. It allows you to fix you. It allows you to know you. So when somebody comes around, they can't play with your feelings because you already know you, right? When you're at peace with yourself, self will tell you, nah, he on some bull. Nah, he boy. I ain't playing with that. Oh, nah, she ain't about that. She ain't really looking. Once you're in isolation with yourself, once you love yourself, once you develop, you know what I'm saying, develop all of you into being the queen that you are, the king that you are, guess what? People can't play with you no more. Because now you see that come away. Oh, you tripping. Bruh, first of all, I ain't never been tripping. I know me. I know what bothers me. This is bothering me. So we're going to go ahead and erase that. This is bothering me. If you think I'm playing, okay, don't worry about it. If you can't get your stuff together and have a grown-up adult conversation, we don't need to go no further. It's cool. This ain't what you looking for. You said this is what you wanted. This is not what you wanted. I'm gonna exit stage left. And be blessed. You don't have to deal with it. When you get to a point where the standard is, I am not about to be played with. I know me. I know what I'm looking for. I will not take nothing else. You're gonna start attracting other like-minded people. Your energy is going to attract them. And then you got to look at your past relationships. And you have to be brutally honest with yourself. You got to be brutally honest with yourself. Why did I pick this guy out of all the other guys? And I want y'all to start going and look at some of these guys y'all don't put in the friends. Oh, he's too nice. Yeah, but you know, you might have just passed by your future husband. Because he ain't going to cuss you out. Because he ain't going to get mad and call you a B. Or she ain't going to get mad and say you lame. That might be the person you was meant to be with, but you know what I'm saying? You ain't looking at that because that just it don't fit your, you know what I'm saying, your build or your standard, what you thought you was looking for. You start looking before you knew who you were. So how do you know what your standard is? Let's go to the queue, then we'll come back to style. Go ahead.
Man, listen, that nigga is on every corner in every city.
Every corner.
That nigga's on every, and I'm gonna tell you why. Right? Any dude can be what you want. What you just said was any dude can be that. The only reason they're not / we're not, because I'll generalize it and put me in there too, even though I don't do that whole ass shit. You know what I mean? As far as being a whole ass nigga, that's not me. But I'm a man, so I gotta generalize and put myself in the pot with him. You know what I mean? On some real shit. So,
right.
Only reason we don't do that is because it's not required. That
so
wasn't
true.
On the requirement sheet when I started dating.
Come on now, you better say it.
So what you want, I'm not saying don't want that at all. I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's no reason for me to reach these higher levels because women, as a generalization, don't require me to need that. They let me get away with not having that. Just like y'all let niggas get away with not having jobs, not paying child support and shit. I can make up all the excuses in the world. Yeah, man. I know I got 15 kids, 10 baby mamas. Listen, boo. All 10 of my baby mamas, you know what I mean? They some whole ass niggas, man. They trying to keep me away from my kids and whatnot. And you'll go for it. Not saying you, Kiana. I'm saying there's a lot of motherfuckers. Everything I say, I personalize it. It comes from a real life situation that I know is happening. Women are doing it. Not saying women is the problem, right? But right. I'm saying men need focus. Although we can be very smart, right? We're very simple, but we're easily tainted by the shiny object syndrome. On this road to success, anything could drive a man to the side.
So can.
Men taking all types of rest stops to go 20
well,
niggas, all types of rest stops.
Hey, we'll go to every pit.
Man, that's a nice shirt over there. Man, I'm thirsty, man. Damn, who that girl over there, nigga? We pulling over all day long and getting thrown off. By the time we get back on the road after the 6th one, we done forgot where the fuck we going. I was like, man, fuck, I might as well go back home. I forgot what the fuck I even came outside for. We need y'all to keep us focused. And because women don't require us to be focused, right? Outside of what you talk about the majority, don't require us to be focused, then you are going to run into me one day as I am. So at that point in time, it's just going to take you a little bit longer to find what you're looking for. But you can't find that. Outside of finding that, if you're willing to wait a little bit longer, or you want it right then and there, I should say, you got to start raising these niggas. Y'all got to start raising boyfriends. I'm going to keep honest with you.
Hey, for real.
You got to start teaching niggas.
Yeah, hey, you going to have to start doing what their mom and daddy should have did. Definitely.
You know how people be having the fucking leashes on their kids? You're going to have a spiritual and emotional connection that's tethered to that nigga and teach him. You got to raise that nigga for these connections that you want. Like, nigga, this is what I need. All right? You want me to put it down on you every night like I do? Nigga, this is what comes with that.
Hey, man.
If not, you're going to get the fuck on. Man, that nigga going to wake up with a motherfucking, what's the thing that the people be having on their head, the little circle cup thing? I forget what it's called. The Jews be having on the, whatchamacallit?
Oh, yeah. They talking about the chastity belt?
No, on their head. Like,
okay, yeah.
You gonna wake up one morning and they gonna have that motherfucker on. Like, yeah, that's it. You know what I mean?
A turban.
No, not the turban. That's the head wrap.
What you talking about? Okay, I don't know.
It look like a no disrespect. It kind of look like a bowl, but it only covers like the front of their head, kind of like towards the back. I forget what the hell it's called. I can't remember right now because I'm deep in thought about this. So I can't focus all the way.
I know.
I'm a man, you know what I mean? The object syndrome kicking in. But it's
mad serious.
Y'all gotta require more on a general basis, and that's not gonna be easy to do because you got to get women to really come together and kind of, you know what I mean? That's going damn near impossible because y'all
that's another.
Teams, so, but that's what's fucking it up, right? They are out there, but they're far in between because of that.
And
by the time I run into you, right? Like if I run into Kiana, by the time I run into you, and that's what you required of me, the previous 5 or 6 girls I was with never required me of that. I never had to do that. I was doing whole ass nigga shit the whole time. And they was going.
Never knew.
They probably got tired, or I got tired of them, and then when I left. So now you come to me like, hey, why you ain't this? Why you ain't that? Because to get what I want, because I'm simple. To get what I want, and as far as men go, to get what I want, I never had to need it.
This is the truth.
I just want a woman and get you know what I mean, get what I get. That's I've always said that. It's very simple. We don't require a lot.
Man, not at all.
Men would get you far more if they find a woman that gives them what they want, but in turn requires them to, hey, if you want to keep getting what I'm giving you, I need you to go get this for me. And if you can't get this for me, you got to be able to cut that nigga off immediately and go to the next motherfucker.
Hey, facts, big facts. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. I always would do what I had to do. But it wasn't until my wife challenged me, right? She challenged me. Like I wasn't a loser in life. I just felt like, hey, I'm getting this action. I ain't really got to do nothing no more. All this stuff that my granddaddy told me that I had to do for women, they don't even ask me to do it no more. Why am I continuing to do it when I don't have to? My wife wanted a gentleman, a man who gonna open the door for her. A man who gonna come around when he get out the car, wait for her to get out the car. How many times do you see a man with a woman, right? They go to a store, right? He get out the car, he take off, right? He don't even wait for his woman. You know what that tell you is? He don't care that you going to be okay. Ask yourself this. Fast forward your life 15 years later and think how bad it's going to be. If he don't care in the honeymoon stage, if you walk with him, a relationship is only a partnership. If you can't get the man to go take the garbage out, why is you gonna believe that? And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this. I know my fellas finna get at me, but I gotta say this. This is one of my pet peeves. Women, stop dating men who don't take care of their kids. Stop it. If you can find out that nigga is not taking care of his motherfucking kids, it's over. Because if he can't take care of what he brought to the world, why the hell would he care about you? And niggas, and my guys who gonna get in here at me, come on.
And deadbeat ass niggas.
I don't give a damn I don't care what your baby mama do. How do you let any man or woman separate you from what God gave you? That's your bloodline.
Listen, and this what I'm saying. Look, I'm always, man, I don't give a fuck with these whole ass niggas. Don't need niggas who gonna say something is whole ass niggas in the first place. So I don't give a fuck about y'all.
Right,
y'all
right.
ain't got shit going on any motherfucking way. So, hey, look, if you meet a dude and that nigga say he's single, right? He's single. He's trying to date you, or he's actively dating you. So prior to y'all dating, quote unquote, he was single, or in y'all dating, he's single because y'all not in a relationship. Y'all just dating, right? Boom, he's single, right? So he ain't actively got nothing going on. This is what he's probably telling you. Like, as a woman, you ask the question, you talking to somebody, you know, no, you know what I mean? Or I was, if I cut them, I'm talking to you. Cool. But you work, right? Yeah, I work, you know what I mean? 8 hours a day, 5 days. Okay, cool. If you don't see this nigga with his kids at least half the fucking week, man, you got me fucked up.
All the way.
You ain't doing nothing else but work. You say you work 8 hours a day, nigga. Half the week I should see you with your kids because you ain't doing shit else. That's what you said. How many kids you got? Nah, man. It's been 3-4 weeks. I met one after 5. And you kept her for like 2 hours. You took her back to her mama. Man, fuck out of here.
Right.
Move on.
Move on.
It took you that long.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you.
When he canceled a date like, nah, I really can't right now. I mean, I was, but, you know what I mean? My baby moms came up with something, so I got my daughter. Then guess what? I respect that call off. That's a respectable call off. A date cancellation, that's respectable. You know what I mean? Because I'm not really trying to bring somebody like that around my kid right now. We early on in this dating phase. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to look out. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean? She got whatever going on. But yeah, I got my daughter tonight. So you know what I mean? Cool. Or my daughter today. Cool. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to drop her off a little bit later on though, and then we can go get. If your nigga that you date ain't never got no cancellations for his kid, like what the? Listen, I know what women gonna think, right? Oh, he got all the time in the world for me. Like,
right.
A dude with kids should not have all the time in the world for you. He got kids. They should be of a bigger responsibility to him dating you.
Right. Gotta be.
So how did he have all the time in the world for you? Nigga, like, when do you have your kids then? Because when you in at work, nigga, you with me. So when do you have your kids? When do you gonna spend time with them? You taking them to the movies, taking them to the park for some hours? You gonna spend 30 minutes and taking them back? The fuck are you, a supervisor, nigga? This is a supervision or some shit? Like, what the fuck are you doing? You should be having them for hours, a half a day,
right.
a week or some shit.
Right. No. You gotta do something, bro.
50-50 or is it not 50-50?
Hey.
You know what I mean? So if it's not, then that means in some way, somehow, you tied up into a fucked up situation with your baby mom. Whether you don't trust her, she don't trust you, y'all had a ridiculous breakup, whatever the case, and because you always dated me, I gotta come to the conclusion over this past month, because I never see you with your kids, that you probably not trying. Because this whole time, I ain't even see you go to court. You ain't talking about going to court, trying to get custody, have custody. I ain't see you do shit. A month is a long time, bro.
Long as hell.
It's not a long time as far as years, but in the dating process, a month is a long time.
I'm telling you.
It's a long time for you to see a lot of a person. Like a lot in them and of their characteristics. You should have seen this nigga with his kids a lot of times in those 4 weeks. That's just one part. That don't mean he's faithful or honest to any of that shit. But that's just going off the niggas with kids and not taking care of their kids part.
You gotta look at
on that alone. At that point in time, it wouldn't even matter if he could have been by Jesus Christ, whether you believe or not, right? Just using it in Jesus Christ for sure. been 100% faithful and was gonna be faithful. You can see the future and honest. You know what I mean? And the whole nine. Like he's out the gate, but he's a bad father. It's a no-go.
It's a no-go, fellas out there. You know what I'm saying? If you messing with a woman and she neglecting her kids just for you to come over, it's a no-go, bruh. You will find a lot out about when people have kids. Ain't nothing coming before my kids. It's Jesus, my kids, and my wife. It's just, you got to understand, a lot of people don't want to look at things like this. There's a lot of stuff that we can see that we refuse to see until it's too late. But let's go to the cue. The question tonight and the conversation tonight is about, what do men and women want in their partnerships/relationships? Do you know what you want?
Be honest.
Be honest. Don't give us that.
Come in here and lie to us, because I know the truth.
Hey, don't give us what you think you want, what we want to hear. We want to know deep down. It's because at one point I just didn't know what I wanted. I just didn't. All I knew I wanted to do was have sex. I didn't know anything else. That's all I knew. Like I'm just gonna be honest. I came from a home. Watched my grandfather, my grandmother. They was happily married, and I was born to a single mother. She had gotten married. I didn't like her husband, so I didn't really care for their relationship. So I didn't know. I just knew I liked the physical part. I didn't know what I wanted in a spouse, and so I was just I need friendships. Look out for them guys too. The friendship guys, they don't know what they're looking for. The friendship women, they don't have a clue what they're looking for in a relationship. Hey, these are big facts. I'm telling you, because I was that person. Until you figure out your own ish, you'll never know. But let's go to the queue. Make sure y'all follow us. I'm Black Knight 24. That's my man, LA Styles. Let's get to the queue.
I feel like in general, this topic is revolving around expectations of a relationship and boundaries of a relationship. Most people don't sternly set what they expect from a relationship, and they don't set their boundaries. And another thing about boundaries, when you set your boundaries, you have to set up penalties for those boundaries. A lot of people don't do that. But if you don't have penalties for boundaries, then they're really just recommendations.
Woo! Hold on, what's his name again? Therapy, Dre.
Therapy with Dre. That's your boy? You'll get my follow coffee?
Man, yeah, Therapy with Dre. You get my follow, bro. Bro, you on here preaching, bro. I'm about to put you in the pulpit. Bro, you on here preaching, man. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean, ladies, when you set up standards. If a person is not going to honor your standards, what they're telling you is that you are not worthy of them to follow your recommendations. You're not worthy.
Not on your level.
Right. And you got to know
even if you want to accept it as that, like, hey, man, I'm not good enough to go by you. And then you gotta instead of lowering your shit to accept them, so it's like a nigga's like, hey, listen, man, you gotta have college. You need a college degree to have this job. And, man, I ain't got no college degree. All right, you know what? All right, you can get the job with a high school diploma. You're like, man, I got a GED. Like, you know what? You hired. Why am I lowering my standards so you can fit in? Either you meet the requirements or you don't.
Right. If you don't meet the requirement, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. Ain't no need of you wasting your time. And ladies and gentlemen, this is one thing I want y'all to get. It's 2021. Stop raising other people, boys and girls. You have to understand your self-worth and what you bring to the table. If you come to the table just with an appetite, don't come to my table. I'm perfectly fine being at the table by myself. I'm not going to take care of a project. I'm not finna sit here and raise somebody else's son. Nope, not going to do it. Ladies, you shouldn't be doing it.
Niggas out here raising Dion. He's 37.
Right. This mug been living at his mama house, and the reason she loved you so much, because you finally took off that birth for her. She thought he was gonna forever be living in her house. She can't even get a man because he think he the man of the house. Now he finna come over your house and hold you down for the rest of your life. Nope. Fellas, hey, these crazy psycho women, stop. This drama, hey, bro, I can't deal with it. They only exist because everybody see, oh, but you know what I'm saying? I think with her or I get with him, I can change. No, stop that bull crap right there. That's you're gonna be a repeat offender. And what I mean by repeat offender, a broken-hearted person. You're gonna keep getting your heart broken because you keep giving it to people who shouldn't have it. Understand your worth. I'm not giving you. I'm gonna give you no. And no don't mean that you ain't somebody. No just mean I'm redirecting you so you get your life together. You can't come sit with me if you can't come do nothing. I don't need you to do something for me, but you gotta have your stuff together. How can two walk together if we can't touch and agree? If I make $500,000 a year and you ain't got no job, how the hell are we together? If you can't put your own resume together, why are we together? Let's go to the queue and then we'll come back to my man Styles.
This is a situation with my friends. 11 years. They both invested, but I say she probably invested more emotionally, financially, spiritually, and emotionally. Or did I already say that? Mentally. Whatever. And I don't know what he's put in there really, because, you know, personally, I think he's a liar sometimes. So I believe her over him.
Well, I mean, people only do what you allow them to do. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I'm just a believer in this. I do not enter in anything or allow somebody to enter into my space if they're not a person who's gonna be about that action. If in 11 years that woman or your friend feels like that he hasn't pulled his weight, why are you still together? So you got to understand, even if you don't say something is wrong, you think something is wrong, but you never say it, it's like saying nothing is wrong. Because he has no accountability. He feel like everything is okay. Why would I change? She don't say nothing. We argue, we fight. It's a normal relationship because she's not communicating. I think therapy with Dre said it. Where is her boundaries? You only can push me so far. And for it's like, all right, don't worry about it. You don't push me out. I'm gone. What you got, Styles?
I don't know, man. We gotta. I don't know though. I be hearing like too many excuses for hoe ass niggas, dog. That don't mean just that. Me saying hoe ass nigga don't go for only men. Go for women
but
too,
that go for both sides.
But
both sides can be that way. A woman and a man.
Too many excuses. Not enough reasons, and even these reasons wouldn't matter. Even reasons wouldn't matter at a certain age. You know what I mean? And that goes back to the first part of how y'all got in the relationship, and you still just hanging on to that. He looked nice. I'm attracted to him, and he seemed like a good dude. But inside, he's a whole ass nigga, and you just never move on because that first part is still like your whole connection is based on that first part, and because that first part is so strong, like, but he fits what I want. You just keep on making excuses, like he gonna get it together. He gonna do right. Because he said that. But you see that he not. You get, and when we don't leave, it's like, oh man, it's like a infinity sign, man. Like this shit just it just goes around in a circle, man.
That's because
this goes around in a circle, man. Like no matter what you tell a person, that connection, they're not gonna separate that connection based on anything I say. Right?
Nothing.
That's something that you have to be strong enough to do. Which is why, right? Hear me out. Which is why you shouldn't let it get that far in the first place.
Woo!
Too many of these niggas, too many of these people is making it too far into these dating processes to even be in a relationship. And by too far, it's like 2 weeks. Y'all in a relationship in 4 weeks, but he ain't showed you nothing the whole 4 weeks. So how do y'all get into a relationship? You need to been cut him off before you get that attachment. Now it's been 2 years. But I love him so much. For what? He been a whole ass nigga the whole time, the whole 2 years.
I hate when people say
that. He just seemed to be a good dude. Nah, it's just what you see visually that stimulates you, and you just putting everything on him. And because he do X amount of things, like he might cook you breakfast or rub your back or rub your feet, you make excuses and you let him get away with everything else. Again, this ain't just going for dudes; it's vice versa. We letting spouses get away with murder because of dumb shit, and then blame it on them. Right when it don't work years later, man, he just couldn't get it together. No, you couldn't get it together.
Right, you allowed him to be. I always ask people this. You know, sometimes women get intangibles, like certain things you need. Like a man should be responsible. He should be caring. He should care about your emotional state of mind. He should be a protector. He should be a provider. But then we start thinking the intangibles are the things that we should think about. Oh, well, he'll come rub my back. You know, last night, you know, he ran me bathwater. Those are intangibles. Hell, you could have done all those. We want traits, not intangibles. Intangibles are things that a person has because it could be. Swagger is an intangible, but it doesn't do anything for you. When you're looking for a person, you need them to do something. You need them to have a real live thing that they do that you need. If you want to find loyalty, find responsibility. A lot of people, I want a loyal dude. But last time I said, but he ain't take care of his kids. He can't keep a job. This could be he or she. She ain't keeping a job. She can't keep a clean house, etc., etc. She has no responsibility. So if she can't do that, why would she be loyal to you? She can't be loyal to her house. This dude can't be loyal to a job. So why do you think if they can't be responsible to do just the bare minimum things to live, why would they be loyal to you? They can't be loyal to themselves. Stop ignoring the red flag. You don't get but one with me. One, hey, I'm gone. I don't care what nobody say. Man, you ain't give it time, man. I ain't got time. I don't have time to waste. Man, the question tonight is, what do men and women want in a partner or relationship? Make sure y'all follow what.
Go ahead. All that shit that makes me say, y'all don't really want what y'all say y'all want, because that's not what y'all want at.
Most people just tell you what everybody else say. They would just recite it. They, you know what I'm saying, regurgitate the same thing up again that everybody else say. They ain't really certain, because some people don't want a man to be. Sometimes you don't have to have a man or woman to be the protector. You might could protect both of y'all. So that might not be something you want. You might be into having multiple boyfriends. So maybe you don't want a loyal dude, or just loyal to y'all situation. But you got to search yourself to know what you really want.
What are you talking about, KDG? I'm not even talking.
Let's go to the queue.
I'm going to give y'all's little podcast a chance. But I'm already getting bored of it, because why has it got to be always about the female having the dude or whatever? Why can't it be the dude having the female? Or each other having each other?
What?
Oh, I got it.
Go ahead.
The whole time, that's why I always say it goes both ways. I'm just a dude talking from a male's perspective, right? It's a two-part answer. It's a two-part answer. Hold on. Oh, because coffee stuff is loud. That's why. Coffee's a loud talker. KTG. So it's a two-part answer. I'm a dude talking in the man's perspective. So it's coming off. It's natural for me to talk about it as the woman. Talk about it like I'm talking to the women, which is why I try to iterate or reiterate every now and then. Says, hey, it's for both parties, or it goes both ways, or it's for both sides. Meaning it's for men and women, right? Boom. So when we saying women, you should require more, it's the same thing for dudes. It's the same thing for dudes. We not talking about nothing less. It ain't all on women. But I'm a man, so it's gonna come off homosexual, and I ain't gay by any means. I got nothing wrong with them. Of me saying, man, yeah, man, I can't even do it, bro. I can't even say it like it comes off a certain way. You know what I mean? So I'm saying it like I am because I'm a heterosexual male, which is why I try to reiterate that it goes for both parties. Both parties' expectations should be higher and should be keeping their standards to whatever their partner is, right? So that's why Coffee said earlier, Kiana, I don't know if you heard when he was saying, if you talking to a girl and she ain't taking care of her kids or doing whatever, keeping house or whatever, why you as a dude would want a woman like that? I don't care what the head is like. I don't care that she always puts out a lot. It wouldn't matter.
For real.
Keep your kids together. Your house is not even together.
I don't care how good the WAP is.
As men, why are we accepting that? It's like, nah, man, I'm just gonna keep on. Now, if you only looking for, but that's why we saying, right? In that instance, you pause that situation right there. I, as a man, what are you looking for? Pause that situation right there. I go up to a girl's house, right? Her kids ain't together. Not saying they gotta be, you know what I mean? But her kids ain't together, walking around, heads looking like whatever the case is, dirt on their clothes, blase, skippy, putting pops and shit all over the motherfucking place, little trash in the corners and shit like that. She called over company and your shit look like this, right? Pause that situation. Me as a dude, you playing the wrong game if you think you can sit here and tell me in that case that, man, I'm really looking for a woman. If you don't turn around and leave, I'm looking for a woman that's gonna be faithful, you know what I mean, and to be a motherly figure. And because when you think about having a family with somebody, something long term, a family gotta be in the aspect for the most part. You gotta at some point picture yourself living together, having kids, possibly quote unquote, possibly getting married and whatnot. Because we talking about long term shit. If we're not talking about long term shit, then being faithful and honest shouldn't even matter. It shouldn't even matter if we ain't talking about long-term shit because we leaving anyway, right? But the dude's still gonna go in. She gonna put them kids to bed at some point in time. He's still gonna hit that. You was a nasty ass nigga, and you was a liar because you told me this was what you was looking for. Clearly, that's not what you was looking for, or you wouldn't have laid with her. That's why I'm saying people be honest about what we look for. We saying we looking for something, but we accepting people that don't have that. And for both sides. But I'm a heterosexual male, right? So a lot of my stuff gonna come off like I'm talking to a woman.
Right. But I also Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead, finish your thought.
No, I wasn't saying that. I was saying right. That's it.
Also, we gotta understand, in every decision we make, we have to take some responsibility into it as well. Yeah, a woman could have did me wrong, or a man could have did you wrong. But you got to ask yourself, did I give that person more rope? Did I see this coming, and did I think that it would change if I just would talk more or do this? We all, no matter who did who wrong in a relationship, unless you leave in the beginning, after, let's say, if you feel like a man or a woman is moving differently and you just get up and leave, okay, you have no responsibility. You did your part. But if we stay in a relationship for X amount of time and we saw red flags after red flags, we're responsible as well as the person who did us wrong. We have to look at it from both sides and say, okay, I did something I allowed that person to do the hurtful things to me. I need to know when to get ready to move. Because sometimes we forget that, hey, a person only can do what we allow them to do. Not saying some stuff we don't know about. I'm not talking about when you found out about it, you put a stop to it. But some stuff we allow people to continue to do all the time, and then At the end, we just don't want to. We want to just be the victim. You are the victim, but after you get over that, you have to start looking back at your decision making at that time and judge your decision making. It's not that person gets a free pass. You just have to start judging the things that you allow people to do and when they do it. That's all. When you hear me saying that a person needs to be accountable to what they do, doesn't mean that they should have got done wrong. It just means that you have to start, asking yourself, is this correct behavior? Like some people get mad at a situation. Well, I've been letting my man go out all this time. He in these streets and he running these streets. But then every time you want to run the streets with him, he don't want you to run the streets with him. That's a red flag. That's a real red flag. I'll never say nothing to you when you do it. Well, all of a sudden, when I want to run with you, hey, nah, we'll just chill today.
Man, listen, I know of a few dudes in my time as an adult, as a grown ass man, that has dated women with the intent of this was something real, right? This is something real. And these few women in these instances didn't even have possession of their own kids.
Damn.
You as a dude, what is your thought process? You know what I mean? To me, nah. If I'm looking for something serious, nah, bro. Because she on the wrong path. Unless I see you actively trying, I don't know why you don't have them. But as I actively see you trying to get your kids, I can't even see starting a family. You don't even got your kids, bro. What's going on here? And they was seeking a actual relationship, not just trying to hit that. To me, that's a problem. Niggas, where's your priorities at? Where's your priorities at? What's going on? What's the problem? Why are you dating people like this long term? So just admit it that no, this is a smash and dash. If it's not, then you gotta admit that your priorities is fucked up. That's all I'm saying. We date people long term for all the wrong reasons, and we see the reasons in front of us. Yet we still pursue something long term. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. You definitely. Yeah. Every time you meet somebody, you gotta start, understand. Sometimes you just want to casually date people. Don't let nobody push you into a relationship when sometimes that person is just there, to keep you busy till the right person come along. Men or women. Like it doesn't. Go ahead.
I've been in this relationship that I'm in now for about 12 years. Right, let me see. He was born 2009, so 2008, August of 2008. So August of this year be damn 13 years, right? Boom. Well, about October of this year be about 13 years, right? We met in August. Cool. Right, as an adult me, can say this cold-heartedly, honest truth. Did not get into that relationship thinking long term. I didn't even get into thinking short term. I thought I was just gonna smash. Right? That's all my head was. I'm pretty sure I done opened doors. We done went to the movies. I done held her hand out in public. All with not the intent. Let her stay the night at my house, stay the night at her house. All without the intent of a long-term relationship. I'd have did anything she wanted me to. Hold her hand in public, take her here, take her there, take her around my family. As long as I could smash on a regular or semi-regular basis, because I was simple at that time. I didn't need to get around, so that wasn't me. KG said she gonna tell Angie about what I just said. Angie is in the other room, so you know what I mean. It is what it is because we here now. You know what I mean? I guarantee you Angie had the same intent though. But we ain't gonna talk about that side because I know about that side. That's for another podcast, you know what I mean?
You're right.
But that's facts. Now, I don't know what I was thinking at that time, but the adult me now can tell y'all that and be honest about it. Like, bro, it's not. If she wanted me to do whatever for me to smash on the regular, I'd have did it. Now that I think about it, I'd have did it.
You'd have did
right?
it, huh? No question asked.
No, yeah, and then it came off like I got long term goal, and I don't. I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm not saying that I'm looking at it like a short term thing. In that heat of the moment, I'm not even thinking about that. Whether it's long term or short term, I'm not thinking about any type of term. No President Trump, one term. I'm not thinking about no terms. I'm thinking about as a man what I want, and she's giving me what I want. In return, if I gotta fake it till I make it, nigga, that's what I'm doing. That's what I was doing. It ended up turning into a long term thing, right? And over time, because it was on and off, but I should have never been in that situation when I think about it. You know what I mean? And the adult me, the 37-year-old me now, has learned a lot from these situations. Like, nah.
Right.
I was wrong. I was fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, so it's not pointing fingers at this, that, and the other. I've been there in multiple relationships, even before this relationship. I was in the shit for the wrong shit. I didn't see any of the shit. Like, man, would she be a good mother? If she was to be at home or a stay-at-home mom, would she be good at house, whatever the case is? Is she extremely independent? Because she had her own job. She was a correction officer. She had her own income and shit like that. She had her own car. None of that mattered when I was smashing. None of that fucking mattered, bro. That's not why I was with her, bro. The adult me can tell you that. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like, yeah, man, I was looking for love and I was looking for. That's false.
Damn.
And I was like 25 at the time. 24, 25, something like that at the motherfucking time. Yeah, I was about 24. That'd be a lie on me if I said that. So I can't come on here and me being me and fake to y'all like, yeah, man, what I'm saying is, you know what I mean, it's easier, you know what I mean, it's just easy said because I did it. That's false. I'll never say that. As fucked up as it sounded when I'm saying the shit, like saying like people need to do this, I was in that same position. Like I'm saying, people are wrong for doing that. I was wrong. I did that multiple times. We've all done it. I'm saying, when are we going to start admitting what we want? I'd have been in a better situation if I admitted what I wanted from her, right, to myself. Not saying you got to admit it to her, to myself, and then just act it like that. And when I seen it going someplace that it wasn't supposed to be going, I should have backed off.
Right.
Because neither one of us wanted that. That's what's crazy, right? In this situation that me and her was in, neither one of us wanted something serious, but we both was pretending to the other one like we did. I could bring her on and she'll tell you the same situation. And I know that to be very fact because it ended like a year and a half. A year, something like that, year and a half. You know what I mean? Then we got back together because we had a baby on the way. Then we broke up again because it really wasn't time. You know what I mean? We still wasn't. What the other person was, how the other person was, is still not what I wanted in a woman. And I'm not what she wanted in a dude. So it never worked. Although we was living and playing house like it was. We lived together. Went to work, came home, paid the bills. Like, yeah, man, this is what, and it wasn't. And in hindsight, that's why it didn't work. Both was living a life.
Damn, not a whole.
But
lot.
Because that's the dream goal, right? Like, hey, getting married, having a house, playing house, having a kid is the end goal. When I got it, I just kind of played house because I got what I wanted, but it's not what I wanted. You know what I mean? It's not what it's what I wanted long term, but it wasn't what I wanted at that point in time. I was like 26. And she's what, 3.5 years younger than me. That's not what she wanted. She didn't want to play house at the age of 23, 24, 25. So we never worked. Although she realized that, damn, I got a dude that's working. We got a baby now. He taking care of home. He come home every motherfucking night. We pay the bills. We go shopping. We kicking it. I'm happy, but it's not what I want right now at the age of 25. And we kept butting heads and we broke up. This shit happened like 5 times. We didn't get it right until we was in our 30s.
It be like that.
Until we was in our 30s, like 5 years ago. I was 32 and she was 29 when we finally got it right. It's like, you know what? Now this is what I want. And she was like, now this is what we want. And we've been solid since.
Been rocking ever since. But a lot of time we trying to fit you know what I'm saying, a square peg in a round hole. Because everybody tell us this is what you should have. You should want a family. You should want a guy, or you should want a girl to do. But sometimes that just ain't what you want. Man, but let's go to the queue right quick. The question tonight is what do men and women want in a partnership and a relationship? And we want to know, if you know, let us know that you know. And let us know what it is. And let us know if you didn't know and you was in a relationship and you were just, you know what I'm saying, treading water, trying to find a way to get out of it. Because I've been in a relationship where, you know what I'm saying, I was trying to make somebody break up with me because I didn't want to be the bad guy. I ain't want nobody to say, hey, you sold me a dream. My bad, I'm sorry. I did, but it wasn't what I wanted. So I was trying to make her break up with me. Let's go to the queue.
Black Knight, what's good? Good to see you. Styles, hello again. This is one that, like, I always fuck with when I tell all my friends about, like, relationships, okay? Most people say, like, oh, all you need in a relationship is unconditional love, which is complete bullshit, right? If you in a relationship and you want love, it has conditions. What you really want is unconditional compromise, which means no matter what happens, we will never be in a situation where we can sit down at the table and talk about what it is that we want and, like, actively listen to the other person, right? No matter what it is. Like, case in point, if you're dating a guy and the only way he can get off is if he's dressed up like Raggedy Andy, and you have to be Raggedy Ann, like, if you love him, you'll strap on that red wig.
Shout out to my boy Nas, man. I appreciate that, man. If I had a fire emoji, I would have dropped it for you, bro. Shout out to Nas. Go follow him, man. Let's go back to the queue.
By the way, Styles, I'm still looking for that good Bobby Lashley moment.
Listen, man. You come at the wrong, you barked up the wrong tree, man. I didn't say, you know what I mean, that was him. Vice Reese said that earlier. That was Reese. You know what I mean? I told you I wasn't gonna be able to think of one. I said earlier, I don't think he possibly got one. I don't know if he has a single great moment. And I haven't been watching him these past few years since he's been back. Keeping it real.
But no, I definitely think my man Styles hit on something real hard right there. And it was, in a relationship, it's gonna change, but you shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody who wants you to compromise. And they don't compromise. You got to know, and it comes down to knowing what you want. That's going to change over a lifetime if you with a person that long. Like Styles said, him and his soulmate for a long time wasn't on the same page. And then they just didn't want to tell each other because they just didn't want to look like the person who didn't want to be with each other. But they just didn't want that kind of what they had. Sometimes you got to know what you want. Go back to what I said earlier. Make sure you know you and understand what you want. And then you can communicate that to somebody else. I only can do what I know to be true. If you tell me, hey, I just want a man to come home every night, man who, you know what I'm saying, don't mind paying bills, a man who don't do this, and I do all those things, but you in your heart, you're like, it's something about this that I ain't feeling, because you didn't really know what you wanted. What you got, Styles, man? I know you got another story in that, man. Go on, give me some, man.
What is this? Me share night or something? What the fuck going on here?
Okay, well, I got one. I'll share one. I'll go back to what I was saying earlier. I was in a relationship, and I'm talking about she was bad. Like, I'm everything that I've dreamed that a woman should be, she was. In the physical. But mentally, I hadn't developed as a man with the emotional part of my life. I just haven't. I didn't I didn't want to share my feelings. I didn't want to talk about my feelings. I didn't want to be in a relationship with somebody that always wanted me to, go deeper. So I didn't want to, I had told I wanted us to be together forever. I wanted us to do this and do that. But the truth of the matter was, I just said that. I wanted us to be, our bodies to be with each other forever. I meant that part. Sexually, I wanted us to be together forever. But mentally and emotionally, I had no clue. I had no clue about what was going on because I didn't know how to do that part yet. And sometimes you got to be honest with yourself and be like, bro, you don't want to be in this. And if you don't want to be in a relationship, the best thing to do before you hurt yourself or you hurt somebody else, hey man, take them to a restaurant where a lot of people at so they won't go crazy on you. And just tell them, like, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do this. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be in a relationship no more. That's better than going out there and cheating on them. Let's go to the queue right quick and holler at my man Nas. I already know it's him.
Also, another thing we got to do, men and women both, we got to stop competing with each other in relationships, right? Like, True. Oh, I make this much and he make that little, or like I do this and he does that, or like, stop with the competing. This is not golf. This is not tennis. It's not a one-man sport, right? You playing football. You on a team, all right? And if you want to get to that ultimate championship of getting that ring, then you got to play as a team, Chris Rock said it best. It's like being in a band. Sometimes you sing lead, sometimes you play tambourine.
True. Big fact. You got to learn that at different stages of the relationship, one person gonna lead and the other one gonna follow. And if you're a great leader, you don't mind following somebody else. Leadership is just not always being at the front. Sometimes you got to be at the back to understand what the back going through. So that, when you start leading again, you have everybody's voice. Let's go back to the queue.
Also, remember, take whatever I'm saying with a grain of salt. I'm a dude that's been in like terrible relationships, like I got 60 bodies on my head. Yes, I've got 13 since last week.
Hey, Nas, bro, you gonna have to calm down, my dude, bro. You out here going wild, bro. Wildin'. Hey, man, my Dominican brother. Hey, bro, I ain't number love, bro. But at least Nas is honest enough to know what he looking for, and not gonna put himself in a relationship that he really don't want to be. And that's the whole motive of knowing what you want. It's better to know what you want. That way you won't get nothing that you don't want. That's how I look at anything in life. If you know what you want, you might not get what you want, but I bet you ain't gonna take nothing that you don't want. And that's where you gotta look at it from. And that's how you gotta approach relationships. In relationships, it's work. And if you get with somebody who's willing to do the work with you, then you never have to worry because they're gonna be there every step of the way. And you gotta that person to understand you change all the time. Let us know tonight, man. The question is, what do men and women want in their partnership and their relationship? You know what I'm saying? I'm Black Knight 24. That is my man, LA Styles. Hey, make sure y'all go ahead and follow us on Stereo, man. We here Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Central Time, every night, bringing you dope shows to get at. Follow us on our main podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We are the initiator. Make sure you go follow us. Make sure you get, you know what I'm saying, if you got any topics on shows you want to do, hey, man, go to our Instagram and get in our DM and let us know what you would like. Also, I tune in tomorrow. Also, we got a dope show, underrated, overrated, the NBA GOAT. You know what I mean?
Underrated, overrated Fridays, every Friday.
Every Friday.
We gonna pick a topic. Last week it was music and music artists. Music artists was underrated, overrated. Who's underrated or overrated? Last week Friday. Tomorrow is NBA GOATs, quote unquote GOATs. Who's a goat? Who's not a goat? Who don't belong up there in the slightest? Who's a goat to you on the low? Who you believe is like, nah, man, this nigga, he shouldn't even be in the talk. He shouldn't be in the conversation. You're gonna have to let us know tomorrow. Tomorrow we talking about it because I'm calling people out. It seems like Thursday. It was Wednesday and Friday. Now today is Thursday and Friday.
Right.
Always pull me out the pocket. I feel like I always got to come check people though.
Always got to make sure y'all tune in Monday. Monday gonna be the show that you want to get your popcorn ready for. Get ready, drink something, get your throat ready for the. It's gonna be why are more black men dating more white women than black women? Hey, I need y'all to come out. That's gonna be a show that's gonna be fire. We want to know what you think about it. Why do black men date more white women and not black women? We want to hear what a black man got to say, what the black woman got to say, what the white woman got to say, and you know what I'm saying. We want everybody's feedback on that show, man. We want to get into it and engage y'all. We want your feedback, man. We appreciate your feedback.
And on these shows that we do, mainly our 9 o'clock show, because that's the show that we focus on. Like that's our shit. That's an extension of the Initiated. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
More other than the other shows that we'll do throughout, maybe like the afternoon. Sometimes we'll feature with other people or whatever the case from time to time. You know what I mean? On these shows, this is us, right? So when you come to these 9 o'clock shows, you better show up with an open mind. If you show up with a closed mind because you got your mind made up on some other shit, and then you forcing some bullshit. If you got your mind, hey, I'm not saying don't. You're not open minded. You're not open minded. You got a closed mind, hey, that's cool. But if you come in on a topic and you on some bullshit, I'm checking you out the gate. I'm checking. It's no disrespect, but due respect. Don't come, you know what I mean? Like this, we play in jest, you know what I mean? We joke, we try to make it a playful topic along with being real. But if you come and saying like, man, all men are this or all women are this, and just on some man, listen, because what I'm gonna say gonna sound harsh, but it's gonna be facts. It's gonna be from my personal experiences, which is what makes it facts. I can call people up. I can call women up there and say, hey, yeah, you know what I mean, this happened. I can call dudes up, hey, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, he ain't. I'm not gonna just be like say some bullshit just to be saying some bullshit. I'm not a shocked person. Everything I say is from my personal experience is what I actually believe. You know what I mean? I don't got all the answers, which is why I don't always snap. But if you come here saying some shit that's off the wall, and I know in my head I know better, it's like I gotta say something, bro. I can't hold it in. I just can't do it. And I'm not built that way. I'm not strong enough to just keep it in and bottle it up.
You can't do it, bro?
I can't. I'm not strong enough. You know what I mean? I gotta say something because I feel like on some of these topics, it's part of the reason why our various systems around these topics are fucked up. You know what I mean? Like how we got stuck up ugly girls, and yes, you can be ugly. Stuck up ugly girls because niggas ain't keeping it real out here. And vice versa. There should be no big-headed ugly dudes out here thinking, yeah, man, I'm the shit. Like what? Who keep telling you this? And you come on my show and you talking to us like that, like you gonna get a hard reality check. I could tell you about yourself. You come with the wrong attitude. I'm cool, laid back in the hole now. As soon as you say some bullshit, we ain't doing that.
Right.
Last week when we had the shit about the men always cheat or something, set me off. We ain't doing that. Let's not play stupid.
Right.
Because we know that's not the truth, quote unquote, the truth.
Come on.
But it's neither here nor there. Right? Let's just let y'all know because we finna be at our 30-minute mark. So make sure y'all send whatever info, whatever audio messages y'all want to send us to get them in so we can get up out of here on time. So make sure you tune in tomorrow with an open mind. You don't have to have an open mind, but it's gonna be more of a harsh reality to you when I start popping off. Because this we keeping it real. This is how we gonna try to change this round table with all of us are hosts. Even the listeners are hosts here.
That's why we play everything and we try to reply to everything. We gonna make sure we play everything before we get up out of here, and we gonna try to respond to everything if it's a difference of opinion or something that needs to have a response to it. You know what I mean? Somebody says something and we were kind of all in agreement. There's no reason for me to give a 5-minute response to that.
Right.
Anytime, right? You know what I mean? Keep moving. I agree.
Anytime we gonna unload the clip. If you inside our queue, every night we're gonna play everything. Now we might disagree with some things and we might agree with some things, but we're gonna play it.
Yeah, we the host because we gotta have a conversation.
Right. The host of y'all.
Our show is for the conversation.
Right. That's all we want to do. We want to engage in adult conversation. We want to engage in conversation that we all want to have, but we don't understand how other people gon' like our conversation. So therefore we don't have it. Let's go to the queue right now and then we'll come back with some more about banter.
Hey, and fellas, here's a quick life hack for you, all right? So go up to that live button, click it, go down, you'll see Twixie's face, click on her, jump in her DMs and say, hey, what do you look for in a man? Then do that. Just do that with, like, whoever you want to do it with. Because, like, you know, Twixie is, like, the barometer on bad bitches.
Why you trying to set her DMs on fire like that, man? Don't listen, y'all. Don't be doing that. Don't tell her you Knives told you that on our show. You know what I mean? Knives, you on your own on that.
Man, what? Hey, shout out to Twixie. My man Knives said, "You're a baddie." Let's go back to the queue, man. Appreciate that, Knives.
A good show as usual, fellas. Appreciate y'all for keeping it alive, keeping it real. You know, I catch y'all guys on the flip flop. Until then, tu tienes a comer culo.
Hola.
We out, Nas. Well, you out.
You out, Nas. We got a couple more minutes, man. We want to reflect to the people. But yeah, what I learned tonight, and I learned a lot of different things into different terminology. Where I would boil it down to what I take from tonight is some of the things I knew and some of the things that people brought back up that, you know, you reiterate. First thing is understand who you are. That's gonna help you understand what you're looking for. Second thing, make sure the person that you're going to enter into a relationship or a partnership with, make sure you date them. Don't just go on certain dates and then get into a relationship. Make sure you're dating them, right? So your dating process should be about 6 to 8 months. 6 to 8 months. You wouldn't give somebody your debit card after about 2 months and just give them your debit card and your PIN number. You wouldn't do that. So why would you give them your heart? Third thing that I learned that I'll take away from this conversation: every relationship requires boundaries. Every relationship requires boundaries. And those boundaries could be for different reasons. It can be because emotionally I haven't developed that yet, or it could be to stop you from doing certain things that I feel like is red flags. And when you give boundaries, it has to be penalties for crossing those boundaries. And last thing without least, make sure the person that you're dealing with is a responsible person. That'll help your partnership and your relationship tremendously. If they're responsible, they're going to look at everything with an open mindset. That's half the battle in my thing. If they responsible, what you get out of tonight conversation style, and don't be dealing with dudes or women who not taking care of their kids. That's the number one red flag. If you messing with dudes out here that ain't taking care of their kids, they ain't gonna be a good guy for you to date. If you got women out here who ain't taking care of their kids, hey, that's a red flag, brother. They can't take if men and women, they can't take care of their own. How they gonna take care of you? How they gonna be faithful to you? How they gonna be loyal to you when they can't even be faithful to the one that they pushed out or they helped to make? Definitely, red flag alert. Remember, I gave that to you. What you got? What you get from this style, man? We count down, bro. What you got? Ain't nobody want to get in the queue and have this conversation with us right now.
We might get up out of here early then. Shit, fuck, you know what I mean? I gotta go to work tomorrow. You know what I mean? So look, time in. All right, we gotta bring back time in. All right.
Yes.
By that I mean we need to go back to extending this dating process, bro. Because we hopping in relationships like it's double dutch. You know what I mean? Like niggas just, hey, it's your turn, and niggas just hop in. Like, okay, I kick with the nigga a couple months. I'm in a relationship, then you just hop out like, this nigga. Then another girl hop in. That nigga, as soon as you turn around, another girl hop in. Like, oh shit, I'm in a relationship with this nigga. Like, damn, motherfucker. Getting 12 relationships in a year. Like, what the fuck is y'all doing? Like, nah. You should probably have like 2 relationships in a year.
Right.
Maybe 3, about 4 months. Maybe. That's maybe, bro. That's maybe. You know what I mean? That's 4 months. And you really still don't know that person. So even if you enter a relationship, I wouldn't bank on necessarily looking at long-term shit. You know what I mean? I'd have to go short-term and see if this nigga can make it to the end of the year. Or make it to the 6-month mark. It's only been 4. You know what I mean? Or just date for the year. Shit. Like you can be in a monogamous situation with someone for a year. Y'all don't have to be boyfriend and girlfriend. Y'all don't have to be engaged. Like, why we trying to get to that? We could be dating for a year. Like, you know what? She's so cool. You know what I mean? I get what I want, and she get what she wanted. I don't have to go nowhere else. But that's not my girlfriend.
Right.
I don't have to go nowhere else. You putting a title on somebody is not gonna stop them from doing what they doing. So what's the point of the title? Not saying never have one. But you just rushing in and say, hey, that's my boyfriend now. Hey, yeah, you my boyfriend. But if I'm already fucking off, you think just because you say I'm your boyfriend, that I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing? Nah, I'm already a whole ass nigga.
Right.
So you put me in the boyfriend title ain't gonna stop that. You better off prolonging that. We just cool at the point because we dating, and hopefully you see his true colors within that year. Versus you hopped in a relationship at 4 months, and then you see that at the end of the next 6 months. So now at the end of the year, he a whole ass nigga. So now you don't waste the year of this is my boyfriend. We could just be like, it was cool. It was a decent year. You know what I mean? Whatever. I'm fucked up by it, but it ain't like it was my man.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got to get to know these. We got to get to know these people, man. Like that's part of the main reason why. You know what I mean? Like this shit ain't working. But nah, and you got to be realistic. Be real with yourself at the very least about what you actually want. And if that's really what you told yourself and you believe that that's what you want, then you have to act accordingly. If you telling yourself like, I want somebody that's trustworthy, I want somebody that's gonna be there for me, I want somebody that's faithful. If you want that, there's no way that you should be hopping in a relationship with me in a month or 2. So there's true. No way. So now I gotta believe that you don't want that. You just care that I'm giving you the D, and I probably break you off a couple dollars here and there. Because I can't believe that you want me because I'm faithful, because you don't know that. You don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I ain't even seen you half the time. This 2 months that we've been dating, I ain't even seen you half the time. We only went out to dinner and shit maybe 4 or 5 times. I probably took you around my family once. You met and the friends that you made is the niggas that I don't like anyway.
Right.
So it's like you ain't even get nowhere really. But we saying, man, I met his friends or I met her friends. You know what I mean? I met her family. That shit, listen, that shit don't mean nothing nowadays. Let me make sure to say that. Hey people, whoever you dating, them bringing you around their best friends or closest friends or associates or family don't mean shit.
Hell no, don't mean a damn
Them bring you around their kids don't mean shit. Don't think because a person did that means that they're being real, truthful, honest, and they really want something serious with you. Please don't get that fucked up. Because I know people to bring motherfuckers around their kids in a week or 2. And that shit didn't matter. They was still doing whatever the fuck they do. Because they fucked up mentally. Or emotionally. Or whatever the case is. They just doing what they do. They just do stupid. That's just one of the stupid shit that they do.
For real.
Alright, so don't believe that. Everything is in your hands. So when you blame the other person, you being fake. You need to be blaming yourself for you accepting that person into your life. They didn't bring you or make you come into their life. You accepted them into your life. Motherfucker tried to bring you around their kids. You need to turn around and just leave. You should have that standard. Like, man, I don't want to meet nobody's kids 3 weeks in. I don't even know if he's gonna work out. Why would I go do that? He didn't kidnap you, or she didn't kidnap you and make you go visit her kids and go spend time and be like Robin Williams and Robin Harris and Baby's kids, nigga. You picked up the kids on the first date and had to go to Fun World. Didn't nobody make you do that. You chose to go do that. Why are you doing that? That's the question. Why are you doing that?
You got to do something better. We got to do better, people. You got it.
You doing wrong. We doing
that's
wrong.
That's got to do better.
That's of a long-term situation. At that point in time, you're just doing things, and because these things are happening, you're just automatically in your head assuming that this is this person, like he the one or she the one. That don't mean that we living in fucked up times where selfishness is at an all-time high. People are willing to tell you and do anything for you or in appearance to you, as long as you're willing to accept that in whatever way you're willing to accept that to give me what I want. And don't care about the consequences. I'm willing to bring you to my mama's house. I'm willing to bring you to a family reunion a month, and I just met you. I'm willing to bring you to our military dinner. Our military dinner in December.
Not to the dinner.
Not to the dinner. He around his brothers, man. Those is guys, and it don't mean shit to me. I'm being honest.
Hey, I knew that was gonna get you. I knew that got you. Yeah.
You're like, oh no, man! I went to his junior. I went to his you know what I mean, his family's house, and so on, so on. Because my family know me, they know not to look into it. Because I just introduced them to somebody else a month, and they know I'm a hoe. They know.
They already
you the
know
only one that thinks it's more than what it is. That's what I'm saying. You the only one that thinks it's more than what it is. That's why you gotta protect yourself out here, people. Protect yourself, him or her. Protect yourself from the opposite sex. Stop with these long-term relationships. If you got these stop with these short-term relationship injuries. 2, 3, 4, 5 months is all long short-term shit with long-term aspirations, right? We got to stop that. We got to extend the dating process again so we know who we dealing with once we actually do get in a relationship. And then we have to be emotionally strong enough to then, even after that point, because they still could be a sucker. After that point, once you see something that's out of your boundaries, to either check it, and if you can't check it, be strong enough to leave and not waste your fucking time.
Hey, boy, you gotta understand, saying no is not a bad thing. No is always a good thing. No don't mean no forever. It just means no for right now. No mean to redirect someone or redirect yourself. So as he said, sometimes you got to be willing to say, hey, no, this is not for me. I got to get up out of this and go your way until it's your turn to be in happiness. Like sometimes we choose, and you know what I'm saying, just want a social media relationship, and that's better than actually having a real relationship. Sometimes we want to do it for the gram. Sometimes we want to do it for Facebook, but it ain't doing nothing for our heart. It ain't doing nothing for us to make us a better person. So who cares how many other people feel like your relationship? You got them relationship goal pictures on your social media, but you know deep in your heart, man, this ain't nowhere near where I want to be at. That's what we got to get to, people. We got to get to a point where we want better, and we're gonna get people, and you got to get up to that standard. And if you can't do that,
be honest with yourself.
Yes.
Like, act accordingly. If you're gonna enter in the short-term relationship, you gotta have a short-term aspiration. Like, hey man, he just might be cool. The D might be good. Hopefully he got
that wop will get you.
Be pretending this whole time to go to work every morning. You don't.
Right.
He go to work every morning. No, like he you know what I mean? He be having money. This nigga ain't got no job. He just pretending. He been pretending this whole time. You don't know that.
You know what I mean? You got to go with, you know what I mean, like that, bro. I'm for real. You know what I mean? It's fucked up to say, but we all have a level of selfishness in us. Every single one of us. You want a good job, right? Right? That's selfish. Because that's about you. You want your kids to do better in life than you, but it's still selfish because that's something that you want. You want a nice house. You want a car, right? You want a dude to love you. You want somebody to do something for you. You want someone to be there for you. You want somebody to be emotionally and spiritually attached to you. That's all selfish because it's all something that you want.
Right.
But that don't mean it's bad selfishness, but it is selfishness. So we all are selfish. So let's not play the game and try to pretend like we not. We all want what we want. You want this individual to love you. You want this individual to be there for you. It's selfish. It's a good selfish, but it's still selfish. So every single one of us are selfish. Let's not get it fucked up. Right? We want what we want from somebody else. You're not entering a relationship so you can love somebody. You entering something because you want them to love you.
Absolutely. And you got to understand that people, it's nothing wrong with being selfish. I think the best thing we can do now is in dating is, just start dating people. You ain't got to uck them. Just date. Become a serious dater. That'll allow you to be able to be and see yourself with different people. Stop getting booed up after about 4. We got to get back to open up the dating pool. All right, man. Go ahead and have a couple hundred people in your dating pool. All right, just be honest with everybody about what you're doing. That's all you got to do. Hey, man, it's been a great show tonight, man. I've been rocking out with my man Styles. We're going to get out of here a little early tonight, but we appreciate y'all listening to us, man. Make sure y'all follow us on Stereo. Make sure y'all follow us on all our social media sites. Make sure if anything you want to do with us on Stereo, go to our Instagram DMs, leave us a message, let us know what you want to work with us on. We definitely here on Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. Central Time. I know we got people coming all over from listening, but our show with me and Styles that we do is Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Central Time, man. We appreciate y'all, rocking out, listen to us. We continue to thank y'all for y'all always giving y'all feedback and, chiming in. Man, we want y'all to be safe out there. Make sure you're doing everything safe. If you lost anybody, man, we give you our deepest condolences. And, man, we just want to give y'all great shows that y'all can think about. Take some conversation, take what we give you guys or what other people give all of us, take it back to your circle and, talk it over with your circle. Maybe we can change one person or help one person. Hey, man, that's great, man. I had a great time kicking with my boy tonight. And Hey, bro, make sure you follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for our big podcast that we are the initiator. Make sure you go follow us, man, and let us know if you want to do a show with us. Go to our DMs, put that in there. What you got, my brother? What's your shout out, man? Come on, get it down.
Man, listen, man. Y'all stop fucking up out here, y'all. Yeah. Stop
man,
doing that shit.
Trying, man.
It's 2021. You know what I mean? We don't need no fake shit. There's enough fake shit, you know what I mean? Let's not add that as one more headache. Right? Bring the dating shit back. I really, you know what I mean, probably don't care for it, so it really don't affect me either way it go. But I'm saying for the people that's out here, you got to start long-term screening these motherfuckers. All right? It's the only thing that's going to help you. This information is to help you.
It's to help you.
All right? That is Black Knight 24. I am your boy LA Styles, aka the LA Styles on everything.
Yes.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook gaming, YouTube, Snap. I am the LA Styles on everything. If it comes to video games, I'll bust your ass. I am Ice Revolver on everything. Because I'm a cold killer. All right? Y'all make sure to follow We Are the Initiated and best believe that we are two parts of the initiated. All right?
Yes,
check us out. As Coffee said, Black Knight 24 said, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Matter of fact, if you go to my profile, you'll see Spotify podcast right there. You click that and it'll take you on over to our podcasts that we do as a main group. I also, from time to time, edit these and put these on there also. You know what I mean? That's on Spotify, Apple Music, Stitcher, Deezer, iHeartRadio, everywhere. All right? Make sure you follow
us
out
here.
Again, hit us in our Instagram DMs because there is no messenger here for you to message us directly. All right? So hit us on Instagram. If you got a show idea, or if you got a show and want to feature one of us, let us know. You know what I mean? And then we can set up a time to do a show with you, or to feature as a co-host on your podcast. Our podcast is at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Right? We really don't mess around on the weekend, but from time to time we will do shows with other people, or just kick it and come to your podcast and kick up shit. You know what I mean?
Definitely do that.
This is a good Thursday. You know what I mean? We head to the end of the week. For those of y'all who don't work weekends, tomorrow is the last day of work for y'all. So I know y'all should be happy about that. You know what I mean? You got to get through the 8 hours of bullshit tomorrow.
Freaky Friday.
You know what I mean? But make sure you don't forget about our podcast tomorrow night. All right? Everybody stay healthy. Everybody stay safe. Whether it's Corona, crazy drivers, or whatever the situation, shootings, drive-bys, everybody, you know what I mean? I want to wake up tomorrow morning. All right? In good health.
Yes,
you,
sir.
your family, your friends, whoever's in your circle, you know what I mean? And we're going to get up out of here, man. Again, I am your boy, LA Styles, also known as the LA Styles on everything. That is Coffee, a.k.a. Black Knight 24. All right?
Yes, sir.
Have a good night. Be peace.
Hey, hold on. We got two in the queue.
We're going to play these three. And at the end of the third one, we're going to speak our piece on whatever it is, and then we out.
We out. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all listening to us, man. It really means a lot. Let's go to the queue, man.
Hey, guys. Just wondering if I could ask you a question. I mean, what's that smell? Carrot, you got sandwiches? I love sandwich.
Really, Heisenberg?
Really? Really? Hey, let's go to the queue.
Hey, the last Yilis, this question's for you. How old were you the first time that you met a girl who you were probably interested in, right? And then realized that you weren't because you love stroking a long dick?
What the? Let me go to the next one, bro.
Fucking fags. Pussy ass niggas.
Man.
That's your boy Heisenberg, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all make sure to go to his profile. Anytime he do a show, do not attend. Give him a thumbs down if you do go over there. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Don't get him.
He on some weird shit for I don't know what reason. He kind of said some disrespectful stuff, but that's neither here nor there because it's my bedtime.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna give you. You know what? I ain't gonna give you no time, man. Everybody be safe, man. bro, I'm telling you, people be trying me, bro, on some bull. Yeah, man. Look, man, be adults, man. Y'all have a great night, man. We'll see y'all here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central Time, man. And it's been great talking with y'all, man. Y'all have a good night. I am Black Knight 24. That is my man Styles, LA Styles. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 9 p.m., man. I'm out.
Peace.
Love. We out.